exist? Well, I really don't know, right? So what is the point of making this video? Well, the only point of making this video is that some insight can really help us understanding what hell is, how and why, most of all, it came about, in a way that we become more aware of how hell was brought up in the literature. Well, the ancient Jews did not believe in hell. There's no trace of hell until a certain point it appears to be the shell heaven and hell, right? Where basically you could see ethical nuances, right? It's a way of expressing ethical nuances, because if you have lived a certain type of life, then you get rewarded by ending up in heaven. And if you have been evil or have committed something really evil, you'll end up in what we call hell. But originally, at the origins of this, even the Catholic Church did not have this concept of hell specifically. If we look back at origin of Alexandria, so we are not even precisely in the Catholic Church, but one of the founders of the Catholic Church, Origen of Alexandria, would say, well, basically, if you have been evil, when your soul reincarnates, the life of that person will be miserable, will be filled with obstacles and unhappiness, right? And that is a way in which the evil actions carried out in the previous life will be punished. So this idea is the idea of reincarnation, right? And the idea of reincarnation is not nowadays something that we would ever consider typical of the Christian religions, but we would consider more typical of Buddhism or Taoism, and even Buddhism and Taoism that do believe in reincarnation, or Hinduism, right? They do have their own forms of hell. The idea is that with the development of ascetic cults, hell became this place where misdeeds or evil deeds could be punished. And so, for instance, that is how hell was born in the Mediterranean area as well as in India. In India, you have Yama, who presides the underworld, and it is exactly in his kingdom that babies will be born and will be born there to be punished throughout their life because of previous actions that that soul has perpetrated against others. It will be in the Catholic Church only with St. Augustine that the idea of having one life and one specific hell, if you do such and such, will be very much developed, right? So the idea of incarnation gets dropped basically officially because of St. Augustine. He will say there is only one life, it is this life that you have to live, and if you don't live it properly, then tough luck, because hell is waiting for you, basically. But as was published by Bell recently, there's a lot of people that do believe that there's heaven and there's hell, and that somehow misleads what is really the and creates some misunderstanding around what is really the message of love, of forgiveness and mercy that belongs properly to God and Jesus Christ. But yet, if we take a poll, like some people have, like the Harris poll has in 2013, we'll see that 74% of US adults believe in God, 68% in heaven, 58% in devil and in the devil and in hell, and only 25% does not believe in hell, whereas 18% declares to be unsure. Even Bell, who published this idea that the creation of hell deeply distorts the message of Jesus Christ, interviewed a year later confirmed that he actually believes in hell. And that his piece was extremely like not popular, because this idea does not resonate. The idea that hell could just be there to indicate morality does not really resonate with people who prefer to believe, or in general, they seem to believe, especially in what are probably the great religions, right? The three cousin religions, much more in the work of the devil and in the creation of hell. What about you guys? Comment below, let us know your thoughts, and if you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.